Hello and welcome back to my Nissan NV200 campervan build. In this video I'll be making some practical changes to my bed in order to maximise the storage space beneath it. When I built my van bed, I spaced the legs evenly apart, and since adding the large drawer at the far end, I've just been sliding cargo in the gaps underneath the bed, but it's time to neaten this up with some proper underbed storage. I purchased these two sturdy storage boxes from Screwfix, and they've turned out to be ideal for my van. The larger one is 60 by 40 by 20 centimeters, and the smaller is 30 by 20 by 22 centimeters. I'll leave a link to them in the description. As you can see, however, the large box doesn't fit under the bed, and I need it to fit in widthways, otherwise it will hit the back of my legs when I'm sat on the bed. Now I should mention at this point that I was aware the boxes wouldn't fit prior to buying them, but these boxes are very sturdy, and through thorough measuring I worked out that with a little bit of adjustment to the bed I can make excellent use of the space. With the width of this box at 60 centimeters and the width of the largest gap under the bed at 57 centimeters, there was only 3 centimeters to gain, and this was achieved by moving one of the bed legs. I started by clearing out the van so I had free access to the bed slats. I found which slat was fixed over the two legs to be removed and unscrewed it from the bed frame. This slat covered the 4 screws which held both legs in place, and I could now remove these. I marked where I wanted to move the bed to on the underside of the bed and could gently wobble the legs out from under the frame. I had glued them on previously, so they needed a little persuasion. I could then clean the ends up with a bit of sanding. By leaning my whole body weight on the bed, you can see just how strong the bed is even without these legs, though they're definitely going to be put back on. I sanded down the underside of the bed frame and removed a further slat so I could access my new attachment point. You'll notice the 2 washers underneath these slats, and these are to raise the moving slats so they glide a little bit smoother. I could then test the new location of the legs, only to find that the stop I made for the drawer got in the way. Knocking the legs further to one side, I found a location which allowed the box to fit comfortably, which requires the removal of another slat, and I could then begin attaching the legs again. I drilled pilot holes and then countersunk them to lower the screw heads, and added the same screws that were taken out before. I also made sure that the new holes would be completely covered by the slat. While I finish this, please do take a moment to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all my future videos. It was then just a case of putting the slats back, and realigning the washers made it quite a fiddly process, but eventually I got there. Finally, the large box fitted under the bed very nicely, and, as per my measurements, the small box had a very neat home next to it. I've got lots of other videos in this van build series, so please do check them out, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.